At KVGC News Time, 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Time now for a look at the latest on the local scene for this Gold Country Wednesday morning. We'll expect to see smoke in the Amador upcountry over the next few days. The El Dorado National Forest will begin a prescribed burn today of approximately 1,350 acres ahead of the incoming storm. The burn will be south of Highway 88 between Bear River Reservoir and the McCollum River in the 2004 Power Fire burn scar. This project is part of a Pacific Southwest research study on when to put fire back into a burned area. The burn will be in areas that only burned at low or moderate intensity during the 16,000-acre power fire. Smoke from prescribed fire operations is normal and may continue for several days, depending on the project size and environmental conditions. Smoke typically settles into the valleys in the evenings and lifts in the morning. A map of the burn area is available on the Forest website, and for questions about this project, you can call the Amador Ranger District at 295-5900.
Well, the Calaveras County Board of Supervisors met in closed session yesterday. Only one item on the agenda, the county's pending lawsuit against PG&E. And the county announced plans in February to file litigation against the utility in hopes of recovering costs associated with the 2015 Butte fire. The special session was called so board members could have a conference with legal counsel. The meeting lasted well into the afternoon, with no immediate announcement following the closed session. The board has retained a coalition of law firms specializing in wildfire cases. Calaveras County hoping to potentially recover millions of dollars in taxpayer losses.
And the Ione City Council held a special hearing last night discussing if the city should move from at-large council elections to council members elected by district elections. Under the California Voting Rights Act, if a city has racially polarized voting, meaning voting along racial lines, and a minority population that is excluded from representation on the council, the city can be compelled to change from at-large to district elections. While the 2010 census shows Ione to be 10% black and 25% Hispanic, the presence of Mule Creek State Prison and its over 3,000 inmates within the city changes the city's demographic count. The city's attorney concluded that polarized voting did not exist in the city, and while a lawsuit under the California Voting Rights Act would fail, the possibility of a lawsuit still existed. Local civic rights activist Jim Nevin, whose concerns with minority representation date back to March of 2018, had demanded at a previous council meeting that the city move towards district elections or face legal action, which had triggered last night's special meeting. Invited to give a presentation, Nevin declined. During public comment, a series of speakers denounced Nevin and his threatened lawsuit, several saying that the city faced either the expense of moving to district elections or the expense of a lawsuit. At the end of public comment, Nevin addressed the meeting, completely abandoning his previous position. Nevin told the council that he had no intention of suing the city over the issue of elections and was merely trying to warn the city that some other unnamed party might do so. At the end of the meeting, the council agreed to take no immediate action on the issue, but to continue it as a discussion item in the future.
Well, Amador County residents now have a new health care alternative. Yesterday, Amador Community Health Center and Immediate Care held their grand opening. Located on Prospect Drive, the new facility offers primary medical, women's health, children's dental, and immediate care walk-in service. Congressman McClintock, along with Amador County Board of Supervisors Chair Lynn Morgan and Ann Platt, CEO of Sutter Amador Hospital, were on hand to welcome the addition to the Amador healthcare community. Sutter Health has provided core financial support for the facility. The addition of the immediate care component now provides even greater access to health care for the community. It will also help reduce visits to the emergency room. The Amador Community Health Center is open 5 days a week. Immediate care open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week, including holidays.
And traffic in Ione will be slowed for a time Saturday morning. The Ione Police Department will be providing traffic control on Saturday beginning at about 7:30 in the morning till about 11 in the morning on Highway 124, which is South Church Street, between Howard Park and Relihan Drive, due to the Party bicycle event. During this yearly event, approximately 1,500 bicyclists use Howard Park as the starting point for their bicycle ride that takes them down Highway 124 to West Marlette Street and out of the city via 5 Mile Drive. Motorists should expect delays on Highway 124, which is South Church Street, again, for up to 10 minutes. And that's a look at local news on a Gold Country Wednesday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. For the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, visit our website, kvgcradio.com.